Ready for a no meat, no egg, no dairy, fast, low cost, little energy to make, great tasting meal? Then let's make one. Hello, got a great meal here. Can't wait to eat it because this is going to be my dinner. So what I'm doing is stuffing these two portobello mushrooms with a stuffing. Now, I'm probably not going to eat both of them, I guarantee you that much, but I'm going to eat at least one. And what I'm going to stuff them with is I have this potato, which has already been softened and everything ready to mash up with all the ingredients I have here. So I have some beautiful mesquite smoked tofu, which is going to go inside there. I've got some cilantro on this plate. I have this green onion, which is going to go on afterward. Once it's plated, then I'm going to put the green onion on top. I have some beautiful summer squash. This has been softened in the microwave as well for 1 minute, just to get it soft, because I want it completely cooked. And this is all going to go back in this tray and then bake for 15 minutes in the toaster oven. And then I'll be ready to go. And then here I've got some just defrosted broccoli. It was frozen broccoli. It's defrosted, so it's blanched already, because that's what most frozen broccoli is going to be pre-blanched. And then I've got some fire roasted corn, which is going to be fantastic in here. I'm going to put also goes in is the beautiful sautéed garlic. This is all the oil now is all infused with the garlic. It's just beautiful and fantastic. It's just going to be wonderful. I use this method all the time. It goes into a ramekin, and then I put it in the toaster oven, and it browns up the garlic just beautifully, and you get all that infused in the oil. I put it on pastas and all kinds of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this fins and stuff you see inside here and you just take a spoon. It just knocks it out real easy. I want to get most of this out because I want to really fill the mushroom with all that. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to use what's left, because I use this all the time when I do these stuffings. I use it to make soup. I love this inside part. It just makes a great soup. It colors the water really dark. So I get all this out of here so I could have plenty of room in here. I'm even going to cut the stem out. That will also go into the soup when it's made. So I get it to look like that. Try to get everything out. I want to make sure I keep the structure of the mushroom, just like that. And then I'm just going to cut out. That's probably dangerous, because this one's a little bit tough. But I'll just cut around here. I don't want to make a hole in the bottom. I just want to get the stem out so I have more room to stuff. So that's what it looks like. And then all that I save for soup. So let's just set that there, and let's do the next one. So again, it just scrapes out of here real easy with a spoon. And it just gives me a much deeper pocket to stuff, which is what I really am looking to do. Just clear that all out. And this just makes beautiful soup. Oh, there's just broths and cream soups and whatever you want to make. And I don't mean cream like in dairy cream, because this is no meat, eggs, and dairy. So, okay, so let's get all this out of there. Beautiful. I mean, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, obviously. And then let's get rid of the little stem, which is also taking up space, which can just go back in the soup, just like that. Okay? So we'll set these aside for the time being. We're going to mince up the summer squash here. Again, it's really all soft already. I'm just going to make it into some very small pieces, just so it mixes all together. Not too small. I don't want to just have one big mush pile. I want to be able to taste everything that goes in it. And I'm probably making more stuffing, obviously, than I'm going to be able to stuff in here. But I'll use the stuffing anyway. I can stick it in a salad later on or whatever. Okay, and then I'm gonna cube up the smoked tofu. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 cuts this way. And then I'm going to come back and do 1, oops, get it all cut through, 2, 3, 4 cuts that way. So we have some nice pieces here that you're going to be able to bite into, which are really nice. And then we're going to start mashing all this together. So we're going to mash up the potato. Just like that. Just get it all. I don't want to over mash it. I want some substance there again, but I want it pretty fine so it gets around everything. And then we're going to do the hand work on it afterward, okay, which is get it into shape to get it in pockets. So I'm going to stick this beautiful roasted garlic in here now and get this all stirred around. God, I love that smell. Okay, just get, and this oil in here will really help the potato have a great texture. I love, I do baked potatoes all the time. I just do baked potato, cut it open, green onions, cilantro, olive oil, and sometimes basil. Oh, they're just fantastic. In fact, I'll do a video on it so you can see what it looks like. Okay, mixing all this up beautifully. Okay, great. Good time to put the cilantro in here. Won't hurt. I chop it up pretty fine. Not overly fine. I like cilantro a lot. I love the flavor of it. Just like that. I'm going to stick the squash in now too. All of it's going to go in. And again, this is going to be way more. These portobellos weren't as big as I normally do this with. So I just overran the amount of ingredients here a bit. But it'd still be good. So here's where I just kind of make all this into a mush. Just sort of not too much, but I want to pack it all together. I want to make sure it's mixed really well. And one more thing I want to do here. Basically, now you don't need to do this. It's up to you. I know people are, watch their salt and stuff. I put a little bit in here, just ground in there, not much, about 1/4 teaspoon, because I'm the same way. There's a lot of salt and a lot of things that might be going in here, like sauces and whatever, but I just do a little salt and pepper. That's it. So this is now, just stir that up a bit more. That's all it needs. And then I can start packing it in. But I'm just going to take and put, now I have 3 sauces that are going to be put together at the end and poured over this when it comes out of the oven. And I'm going to put a little bit of the tikka masala in here now. Very little. I mean, I'm talking little. Just to kind of give a little bit of flavor to, that's it, that little bit right there. Then I'm going to stir that up, and it's going to come through really nicely in all of the stuff inside here. It's going to be just really good. So you can see what that looks like. Beautiful. I mean, to be honest with you, I could just eat this right the way it is. Without even blinking an eye, I can eat this just this way. It's fantastic. Okay, let's clear up a few things here. In fact, let's move this over here. Let's put that one on top of that one. Let's get rid of the tin foil. There we go. And we'll save that back out over here. Okay, so you can see how easily it sort of mashes and sticks together. It's really great. Okay, so now I'm going to take it out of here. And start pressing it into, and I'm going to build a big mound of this in here. Is what I want. I really want it stuffed in here tight. Now again, there'll be some left over. Obviously, I didn't really bother measuring exactly the cubic inches of the portobello mushrooms. It's going to be easier to do this by hand, as always. Okay, so this is how you want it to look. You want this nice mound on here of everything. And you can pile it up as high as you want. I mean, I'm going to pile it up. because it should stick together really well. You see how that's working there just beautifully? I may get it all in both of them. I don't even know, could be. And it doesn't matter what's sticking out, whether it be some pieces of tofu, if you want to move them around a little bit and get them where you don't see any. But look at that. Is that fantastic? Okay, and then this is going to just bake. So I'm going to put this one here, and I've already oiled my foil in my pan. So just set that in there, and I'll do this one. This is just a killer meal. No matter how you do these, they just come out fantastic. To be honest with you, I may have used too much in the one, but that's okay. Won't matter. I'll just save it. Because I can tell you, I wouldn't finish both of these. They're pretty hefty. There, beautiful. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Okay, now let's put that there. Put these together. Get my hands wiped off here. All right. Just look at that. These are just going to be fantastic. Okay, I need to adjust my tray, obviously, or my rack. Put down the second one. And let's let these bake. 15 minutes at 450. Should be just fine. That's it. Okay, they're baking, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I am just so excited because I'm so hungry. I just want to eat one of these so bad. They just, look at them, just probably, that pan's probably still a little hot. Don't want to be grabbing that. So I'm sure you can see what they look like. Oh, look at that. Are they just beautiful? Oh. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plate this up, and let's move it aside. And now, of course, the trick is getting that off of there, which is always fun. So let's see if we can do it successfully without having a problem. Now, I did oil the bottom of the pan, the foil, even though it just still wants to probably stick a little bit because that's what mushrooms like to do. Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to plate that up. Oh, look at that. I'll save the other one. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. You see how it just beautifully browned all the potato? Only like 10 minutes in my toaster oven. That's all it was. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so now for the topping sauces. Now, this is the tikka masala, and I'm going to put that on top. Spread it around a little bit. And as you cut into it, you'll be working these sauces around. Oh. Trying to make a nice picture. Okay. Yeah, we put a little bit more. I love the flavor of that. Own is fantastic. Okay. Sweet chili. Now, I'm doing this because I want to separate the sauces. I didn't mix them up. Now you can mix them up. It depends on what you want the most of. I'm going with a sriracha barbecue sauce, which I love this stuff. It's got a little bit of bite to it, which is really great. Let's give it a shake. Okay. And I'm not going to use a lot of this because I really don't want a barbecue flavor. I want this flavor to flavor the chili and the tikka masala just slightly. So I'm just going to put maybe a little bit of a dime's worth right on top. That's it. And then that'll flow down. You can, now the sauces are separate, but together. Can you see that? I'll shoot a shot of it and put it up here anyway so you'll see it on the video, but that's it. Now, the last little touch. Let's clear off any bad ends there. My mouth is just watering. I like lots of onions. These are just green onions. I don't like white onions. And again, I apologize to the onion growers of the world. I just don't like them. Okay. Now, this gives a little bit of gorgeousness to it. Make sure you get enough on top. Beautiful. I'm going to put them all on. You can judge whatever you like on your own dish. I'm sure you can see that. Don't want to tip it too much and have something fall apart, but that's it. Again, I'll have a still shot up there. I'm FOODMAKER V. And remember, the best investment you can ever make in your life is an investment in your health. I'll see you next time.